this game ends up going the distance here. Simply the incoming. Welcome to Terraform, venue of Game 2 of this best of 3. We're spawning in the bottom left position as the blue Terran player. One of these guys that's definitely burst onto the scene courtesy of WCS. He's currently 1-0 up and he's got a foot in the semi-finals. It's Kelazhur. And his opponent is spawning in the top left position as the purple Protoss. He represents Team Spectre. Holding on quite well, but unfortunately allowing his army to get split. His priorities to get pulled in several directions at the end of Game 1. Let's see if he pulls this back and allows this series to go to an ace match. It's kAnji. So, no crazy early rushes or anything like that. I miss the days where Terrans could 11-11 Protosses. Why can't we have those back? Robble, robble, robble. Kelazhur sending an SCV out now across the swirl in the middle of the map. That is either the Milky Way or a cinnamon bun or whatever it is you want it to be. If you're a little bit old school, it's like an expanded version of Neo Planet S. I can totally see where that's coming from as well. All pretty good. Pretty good. Cybernetics code going down now for kAnji. Things looking pretty hunky-dory. And we have got a Reaper now on its way from Kelazhur. So, wasn't able to get too many probe kills in game number 1, but he managed to get that 6th scout, where he saw the exact Twilight Council time and killed off a probe as well. And it was like, well, that's pretty much all you can ask for from a Reaper. I mean, the only way you'll be able to get better from that. Oh, SCV, SCV, SCV! Mortal Kombat! Alright. And he's going to be moving on out there. Now, there's a very, very low hit point probe here that the Reaper might want to target. So we're going to be moving out there. We can see him. He's going to be targeting that probe, no doubt. The Mothership Core already halfway done, though. And unless the Mothership Core is completely and utterly out of position, I don't think this Reaper is going to be able to get too much in the way of purchase on that. And, oh, Mothership Core now following it around. He's looking for that probe. He spots it. He spots it. Trying to kill it off. Trying to kill it off. I don't think he can go ahead and risk going back around. The Mothership Core will kill it. But Kelazhur is definitely trying. He's trying very, very hard. And kAnji actually doesn't know that Kelazhur is still inside the main base. The Mothership Core staying very, very close to the Nexus right now. This probe on full shields, but only 5 hit points. And oopsie daisy. SimCity says no. And kAnji will be able to force Kelazhur out of his base for a second time. The Mothership Core now trying to reassert her authority. And will successfully do that. kAnji going for the quick Twilight Council, while the factory finishes up on the Terran side of things. And this time the Reaper hasn't actually spotted it. Stalker coming down now as well. Oh, it looks like a bit of a YOLO. And YOLO might pay off! No! Probes say Mortal Kombat. Which one of them got the kill? It's the middle one, wasn't it? Very, very nice. Good surround on the Reaper. I didn't know probes can cause that much blood splatter, but hey, we're gonna roll with that. I guess that's what happens when electricity kills you there. But that means that his Twilight Council hasn't been spotted, and Blink is uncertain as far as Kelazhur is concerned right now. Right, we've got that classic 1-1-1 set up inside the main base of our Terran player. The natural expansion is now mining. There is a Stalker being very, very annoying, though. And has decided that now is a good time to go ahead and go pew 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 just a little bit. Hellions are going to be very, very frustrated as well, because they're not going to be able to do too much against Stalker. Luckily, there are a good number of Marines, and a bunker is going down on the low ground as well. So Kelazhur will be able to stay safe from future attacks. Now, these Hellions are attempting to go ahead and roast a couple of probes in the meantime. Not too much meat on these crows, but they can definitely mine worth a bunch. And, ooh, well, I don't really think he's going to be able to do too much here. I mean, that's basically just here for scouting at this point, and that's a massively impressive explosion coming out from that vehicle. We're gone up to 8 workers killed now for Kelazhur. Work supply currently 33, now 34 to 29 though. Because at the end of the day, even though Kelazhur has killed 8 workers, kAnji's been doing nothing but producing them. So the army supply definitely larger for our Terran player right now. But kAnji doing a good job of continuing to try and squeeze out as much economy as he possibly can. Medevac here is patiently waiting. There are 4 Hellions waiting to move on into the main base. Maybe around this position. See if we can't roast some probes. Be good to wait for kAnji to move out though. And that's really what we're looking for here. As soon as he sees Stalkers moving halfway across the map, that's when he's going to be very, very comfortable pushing off for some sort of attack here. And they might be coming with the Observer over here as well, but notice how there are already 2 Widow Mines in place from Kelazhur, just in case of this eventuality. The Medevac is now moving into the main base. kAnji, has he seen it? Oh, wow. That's actually perfect positioning, guys. I don't really know what to say about that. And here go the Hellions into the main base. Hey, dude, what's up? And yeah, okay, the Mothership Core is able to get a good amount of damage done to these guys. But let's take a look. 17 workers killed, 19 workers killed. It looks like it's going to be staying at 19 for a while. We have the Blink Stalkers now with the counterattack. 43 to 36 workers. STVs have been pulled to repair this spot. Oh, wow. Whoa, 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 whoa. What are they doing? They ran away for just a second there. And the Stalkers are now specifically targeting the STVs. But a lot of Marines are focusing them down. And I think kAnji is going to have to go ahead and move back out here. There's not too much he can do while that bunker is being repaired. And there's so much firepower in terms of these Marines over here on the southern side of that flank. So, definitely advantage Terran right now, I have to say. He's equalized on workers, but let's not forget we've got the double mules here for him as well. We'll see what else can be done, though. kAnji is not giving up. He is trying to get a word in edgeway. He's trying to pick off a couple more units. Successfully does so, but the bunker is still standing proud, and this number of Stalkers significantly fewer than we saw previously. Trying to take apart the bunker once again, but look at that instant repair coming in from Kelazhur. He's saying, look, unless you commit to some sort of all-in attack to take out the bunker and try and win the game here, I'm just going to be able to continuously repair. And good placement of the Observer, able to see the army coming out as well. But there's really not too much that kAnji can do right now. Not with the Blink Stalkers alone. He needs some backup. He needs some AoE damage. We need to see those Colossi in there. We need to see a couple of Zealots actually at the front of the army to soak up that damage, so that the Stalkers can do their job of dealing that high PS range damage in the back. And now kAnji is moving all the way back as Kelazhur feels a little bit more confident now, moving out with his army in the middle of the map. Army size is 50 to 32 in Kelazhur's favor, so who can blame him? He did have those initial early units where he was just producing a little bit earlier than kAnji. So he's trying to make those numbers count now. But the difference really isn't that large, guys. It's 54 to 44. We've got things like Photon Overcharge here as well. So it is a very difficult fight for Kelazhur to take, and I think that's why he's moved around. I actually think with a Photon Overcharge and the Colossus here, it might be a little bit difficult. Wow, he's certainly going for it. Widowmine getting burrowed. Needs to... Well, that was actually really, really slow timing on the Colossus to move it back. So all of a sudden, I think he might be able to snipe off this Nexus. He's not interested in that at the moment, though. He's actually going straight up for the Stalkers here. The bio numbers are slowly starting to dwindle. He's doing a good job of targeting those weakened Stalkers in the back as well. But it looks like the Medevacs are going to come under attack very, very shortly. Kelazhur has to move back with these Medevacs. Gets one of them killed, gets 2 of them killed. And that, I think, is advantage kAnji as far as that particular arrangement is concerned. The 3rd Command Center is trying to go down for Kelazhur, but Warp Prism and Zealot Drop is going to effectively shut that down temporarily. We need another SCV to go ahead and resume construction on this. Warp Prism from kAnji now just lying in wait. In the meantime, oh dear. We have 2 Widow Mines. And luckily an Observer will be able to spot them in time. That could have ended up being very, very devastating for our Protoss player. Kelazhur moving out once again. He's got +1 complete. He's getting +2 attack and +1 armor right now as he moves out across the map. Army size 64 to 48, and this time both players are going to try and grab third bases. Now, if Kelazhur walks up here, there is frankly no way kAnji can keep this. It'll just immediately have to get cancelled. But if he gets the Colossi, it might not even matter. One of the Colossus is down. The second one is so low. That goes down as well. And I think that might end up being decisive. Kelazhur now enjoys a 35 supply advantage over his opponent. Good, actually, mix of Zealots and Stalkers, but you need the AoE damage to back it up so that these Marauders don't just go ahead and pick apart absolutely everything you cherish and hold dear to you, and that's the problem at the moment. kAnji right now, I mean, he is just feeling a little bit stuck. These Marauders are doing a fantastic job, but it's the medevacs that I'm slightly worried about. If all of these medevacs go down, I think kAnji will be able to stabilize, because Stim all of a sudden becomes a massive, cruel, double-edged sword. And we have another Colossus. Oh no, not micro backwards nearly quickly enough though, and Kelazhur instantly picking that off again. That just makes it so difficult for kAnji to get any sort of Colossus ball going if every single time he puts one out. It unfortunately gets taken down straight away. Kelazhur not stopping. He's got more and more forces streaming out across the map, and momentum is definitely swinging his way. He's now got a 40 supply lead and is just non-stop producing all of these units. Oops. Another kill from the Widow Mine there, and it looks like another probe is going to go down. These guys are doing absolutely fantastically right now, and kAnji can't actually clear them all out because Kelazhur is constantly moving on over here, trying his best to actually prevent this third base from going down and to stop the rest of the army coming in through those Widow Mines. And once again, the Colossus. We're back down to 0 Colossi with this army. Yeah, okay, the Nexus got saved. Oh, and actually, if all of these medevacs go out... Yep, he's thinking about it. Blink. Oh, that's every single medevac. That's actually pretty big, and Kelazhur might find a little bit of momentum swinging away from him right now, but he has already got a lead of 40 to 50 supply, and he's putting down his fourth base. So yes, that was a good bit of momentum. kAnji, however, I mean, he just needs to keep doing this. He needs to constantly stop the army, make sure that Kelazhur is taking the most inefficient trades possible, and just build up a very big presence as a 3-base Protoss with an awful lot of army. We have the Colossi now out as well, but we really need like 5 or 6 of them. There are no Vikings in production, guys. Kelazhur is not using Vikings to kill this off because he is continuously killing off the lone Colossi with his army. And look, as soon as this gets microed back... Oh god, actually, if the Widow Mines weren't there, that would have been a different story. But now the Colossus is trying to run, and he's having a very difficult time. Where's the need for Vikings if the Colossi die this easily? Kelazhur is just piling on so much pressure right now. It's so impressive. And I think kAnji might be on the verge of elimination here. Kelazhur up to 4 base. We take a look at the income at the moment. Kelazhur comfortably has the advantage there. And he's got a 95 to 19 army supply. I haven't seen 2 Colossi firing together in this entire game, guys, because it has been one at a time. And wow, these Widow Mines are saying, nope, your third base is mine. Thank you very much. And unfortunately, there is nothing kAnji can do about it. GG, GL, and Kelazhur takes the victory 2-0 to advance to the semi-finals of the £100 Gfinity Sunday Cup.